Hi everybody, I'm Klehr and I'm here with Elissa Hoole. We are in Duluth, Minnesota, and Elissa wrote Sometimes Never, Sometimes Always, and we're here kind of for her launch party, book signing. Your book is coming out officially in like a week or so.
Right, November 8th is the date.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the book.
Sometimes Never, Sometimes Always is a book about a girl named Cassandra, and she's really trying to find who she is and become a self that she feels like she can stand up for. The book starts, or her conflict starts, when she's filling out an internet survey on the first of the year, and it's one of those things that kind of asks you to sum up your whole life, and she realizes, I don't have anything that's truly mine. She has a really religious family, and so those pieces of her family's faith aren't exactly what she feels is her beliefs, and so she also has an older brother who is struggling with his own journey. He is gay, and he's trying to figure out a way to make that reconcile with his faith. She has a best friend who's rapidly becoming estranged from her, and so she's just really trying to figure out through the course of the story, who am I? And in the course of doing that, she starts a blog using tarot cards, which are not approved of by her church. And the blog kind of escalates into a cyberbullying crisis where Cassandra really needs to stand up and do the right thing.
It's so cool. I'm kind of wondering, do you know how to read tarot cards?
As an amateur, yes.
Okay.
And I spent some time practicing
Okay.
While working on this book.
That is so cool. It's such a cool kind of twist to add to this story. But what I love about it is that as she's kind of going through this checklist, it's like, well, I do this because my parents want me to. I do this because I'm protecting my brother. I'm doing this because I'm afraid of letting my best friend down or letting go of my childhood because we grew up together. And I think even a lot of adults could go and make those same checks, across their life.
Yeah.
Because we always end up doing things for other people or becoming what other people want us to be sometimes.
Yeah, and in part of this is also spurred, her English teacher gives her an assignment to base a poem off of Walt Whitman's Song of Myself, and she's, trying to celebrate herself and sing herself, and she realizes, maybe I don't even know myself.
Yeah.
I think that's a universal concern.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cover is gorgeous. You guys have to check it out for sure. But so we have spent the last day in Duluth, which is one of my favorite places in the world. As I was driving here from Bemidji from our last stop, I had the radio station was playing all these old Dylan songs. So this is the birthplace of Dylan, by the way, if you didn't know that about Duluth. Yeah. But what do you love about this area?
I absolutely love Duluth, and my husband and I left for a couple of years. We went and lived in Oregon, and the entire time that we were there, I think we were just longing to be back here. Duluth has the lake. The lake it just calls to me. It doesn't even
Lake
matter.
Superior.
Lake Superior, yep. It doesn't even matter if I go down to the shore, but I see the lake every day, and it just centers me. But it also, in addition to the lake, you have these great people in Duluth. Everybody is interested in a lot of different things, very progressive ideas, lots of great music, great food, and yeah, people are just down to earth, and they want to go out and be in the outdoors. They want to be active, and it's just a great community.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. It's almost like it's people who are outdoorsy and love the outdoors meets a big artist community, kind of,
Yeah, there's a great culture.
Yeah, it's so fun. And so what do you do during the day? I know you are not writing full-time. Who are you spending your days with?
I spend my days with middle school kids. So every time I tell that to someone, people kind of go oh my gosh, you're crazy. But I love middle school kids. I teach 7th and 8th grade language arts. And really being around the energy that is a 12, 13, 14-year-old person, I think keeps me young, and it keeps me remembering. When I'm writing for a little bit older student, but I think that their energy, these kids are just kind of beginning their process of, self-discovery and figuring out who they are, and being around them every day, it's a gift.
Yeah. I think it'd be really tiring, but also so inspiring too. But do you think, so back when we were younger, do you think they are facing so many different things than we did? Or, or are some things still the same? How does that dynamic kind of work? I mean, what are the issues that 7th and 8th graders are facing right now? What do their lives look like?
Well, A lot of it, I think, is the same. I mean, the same issues of who am I going to be today, who are my friends, what am I looking for in a friend, who's my crush, and what am I looking for in that.
Yeah.
All of those things are the same, but there's added levels of complexity, I think, and that comes, with the internet and the presence of social media and having, your device in your pocket and an instant, you make one mistake and it's spread across the whole world, and that's kind of part of that gets into what my novel does, because there's a cyberbullying crisis in the book, and so I think like that kind of issue I think is just like an extra layer of complexity that kids nowadays have to deal with that we didn't.
Right. So the technology has enhanced, what some people already had to go through, 20 years ago or whatever, or 10 years ago, however old you happen to be. Okay, well, cool. Well, thank you so much for having us in Duluth. This has been so much fun. It's been awesome at this bookstore, and it's been great. I can't wait to bring you into the cities.
Yeah,
couple
that's our
weeks,
next
hopefully.
stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, bye, guys.
Bye.